Well, Mrs. Rain, you got enough down there? When's the last time we went to the store?
Oh, a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks. Yeah.
So, yep, time to make our big grocery haul.
Better fire up the truck.
Yep.
Ready, let's go. Get a good order. Big grocery haul today, Mama.
Yep.
Are you ready?
Yep. Let's get her done. Friends, Heidi here from Rain Country. God is good all the time. And I wanted to show you a typical big, huge, massive, enormous, gigantic grocery haul that we typically get every other week or so. And of course I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek because I'm joking. I know a lot of people like to do these big grocery haul videos, and we just don't have those kind of videos to do. We only have one grocery store, and we visit it maybe once every couple of weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, and typically it's only because we got to get a few perishable items that we don't produce here on the homestead. And one of those things would be milk. Typically I'm only going to buy a gallon at a time, but this time it was on sale, and we buy the Organic Valley milk. Now, for about 2 years there, we were blessed to get goat milk from a friend, but now that she no longer has her goats, we had to go back to buying the Organic Valley milk at the store. This was a great deal at about $1 off a gallon, and so the other one's going to go in the freezer because we can barely get through a gallon in a whole week, and whatever we don't get through in a week, I typically turn into yogurt or cheese if we don't use it up in that time. And then the other thing we typically are going to buy are bananas. We don't grow bananas. And citrus fruits. And so I get the organic bananas, the organic lemons, and the organic oranges. And then what I like to do with those is we eat the fruits. Yes, I eat lemons. I love to eat lemons. Or I like to use the lemons to add to different popsicle blends that I make, because it just adds a nice flavor, like especially when I'm doing the blueberry popsicles from the blueberries in our freezer that we grow on our own. I'll put a slice or two of with peel and all of the lemon into the blueberry mixture and make some yummy blueberry lemon cream popsicles. Very, very good. But other than that, I'll just eat the lemons, and then I save the peels and I dehydrate them and use them for teas. I will powder the lemon peels up just like I powder the orange peels up. Here's the regular orange peel using in tea, and then here's the powdered up versions that I use to add to like my orange cream chocolate, orange pumpkin bread, orange icing, anything that I want a little bit of orange flavor in, and even into my jet fueled latte blend, I put that in there. That's why I like to get the organic, because I'm using the peel and making the most. It's worth to pay the little extra. But here at our local store, because we're very remote, I'm not even going to bother telling you the prices, because the prices of things here for produce is going to be a little bit more for other places because we're so much more remote than most places. However, the organic oranges really aren't that much more than non-organic oranges, and I can use the peels on them, and so it makes it well worth the price to go with the organic. And then I buy the organic bananas, even though it's not as big of a deal, because we're not going to do anything with the peels other than we do throw them in our garden, though. We do compost them. But sometimes I buy organic if it's not that much more, simply because I'm trying to keep that momentum going with the organic produce and things coming in, and keeping it, supporting a good thing is basically what I'm doing with some of that too. And then one of the things that I will buy on occasion, if they're on sale, are avocados. Avocados were on sale. And avocados are one of those things that are pretty expensive around here. So these were $1 a piece. That might sound like a lot for some people, but $1 a piece is really good. Love my avocados. So this is an occasional expense. The milk, the bananas, and the citrus are the things that we'll buy every time we go to the store. And then potatoes are a once in a while thing. Yes, we grow potatoes. We grow actually quite a bit of potatoes here on the homestead. But as I said before, I like to can a bunch of them up. And we still like having fresh potatoes. And so when we first harvest the potatoes, I'll can a bunch and put them away. And then we'll eat through the rest. And then from that point on, I'll buy potatoes. But anyway, I'll get a 5-pound bag. This will last us for maybe a month for this much potatoes. And so it's not something that we need to buy every time we go to the store. And so this is pretty much the whole of our big, gigantic, ginormous grocery haul. I did get myself a new whisk though, because I need a new whisk, and I have a bigger size one because we broke it months and months ago, my old one, and finally remembered to buy one of those. And then the other one, the other thing that we got, which was definitely, this is a splurge thing that we do only when it's on sale, just like the avocados, only buy them when they're on sale. And we did get some ice cream. So that's our big gigantic grocery haul. So now that I've talked about that, let's talk about a few other things. Why? First of all, why is it that, not only is it just because there's only 2 of us, why is it that this is all we need? You don't see meat in here, and you don't see grains in here, and you don't see beans and any other kind of canned goods. Well, because we have food stores. We have a lot of food stores put up so that when we do go to the store, it's typically only going to be for fresh produce that we cannot grow. And then the dairy products like this. We have a pretty good stock of meat, both in the freezer and canned up, that is local meat, whether it be wild caught meat or like the beef that we have that we're still working through 2 years later, that from a local friend that, they raise their own beef, and then we bought a side of it and put it up in the freezer. So this is why you don't see this kind of stuff here. This is the whole of our grocery shopping for today. And so with that in mind, apples, we don't buy apples because, well, we get lots of apples off our tree. So if I get a hankering for apples, then I'll start digging into my dehydrated apples. These are actually from 2015. I have so many apples dehydrated up. I have apple butter. I have apple sauce. I have apples stored up and put away in our food storage in so many different ways, all from our tree. So yes, a fresh apple now and then would be nice, but I just start digging into the stores when I get a hankering for apples, because that stuff needs to be worked through anyway. This is just another example of why food storage is important. In fact, I should get these out of here because it makes it look like this is part of our grocery haul, when really it wasn't part of our grocery haul from today. It's just showing what I do with it. This is it right here. Okay, and then the ice cream that I'm not going to set out on the counter right now. But with the ice cream, like I said, it's just it's one of those things that we do now and then. It's a splurge. It's our little guilty pleasure that we like to have. Well, then from my food storage, I'm going to take my cocoa powder and some of the milk that I have here, or even I like to use the box milk for this that we keep in our food storage, or the powdered milk that we keep in our food storage, to make some chocolate syrup. And I do have a recipe on that. I'll go ahead and share it right up here. And we'll make my own homemade organic chocolate syrup to go on the ice cream that we bought. And really that's it. So all the other things are things that we buy in bulk from different places, such as, for dehydrated and freeze-dried stuff that I don't already dehydrate. I get from Mother Earth products. My grains now, I'm switching over to Azure Standard, getting my grains from there, for making the flours for bread. So I don't need to buy flour at the store. My sugar I get at Costco. I stock up on that in the 10-pound bags. I usually get a couple bags at a time when I'm doing an order online. And same thing with anything else. It's typically stuff that I'm going to buy in bulk online and then have it just delivered here. So I really don't, and I keep a lot of this stuff in storage anyway, so it's rare that I need it. When I'm buying it, it's usually just to kind of keep myself restocked, so I'm not working through what we have and then all of a sudden being out. And so that's why this is all you're going to see at the most for a grocery shopping for us for maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks. And we could easily go longer than that. This is just because, you know, we don't, for a lot of things, we prefer to have more fresh milk rather than the boxed or the powdered milk, though I use those for doing all kinds of stuff too. But, you know, for Patrick, for putting on his cereal, he prefers the fresh milk, so we get this. And for doing other things with. And so, but we could live without it. If we had to, we could live without buying the milk. We could live without buying the citrus and the bananas. These are more extras, but we like getting that citrus, especially at this time of year. It's, you know, and then come, you know, spring's coming, summer's coming. We're going to have fresh things, fruits and stuff, and vegetables from the garden. You don't really see any vegetables in here either, do you? Well, it's because I have a bunch of garden produce, either canned or put up in the freezer or dehydrated. And yeah, so I don't need to buy any vegetables. And like I said, most of the stuff, I don't even need to buy the potatoes. I could just start digging into the home canned potatoes and fry those up and do other things with. We could live without any of this stuff. Any of the stuff we bought today, we could have lived without. But anyway, so I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of what a typical grocery shopping trip looks for us. And I hope you don't mind me just being kind of silly with it about the whole gigantic thing, but I did have a point in doing it all this way, and I hope you kind of got where I'm going with it. And so anyway, hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something new. Thanks for watching. Take care and God bless.